And we have another award to introduce to y'all today. And this is the Apogee Award, which is awarded to the individual who accomplished or achieved the one thing or an accumulation of things that represent the high point of the past year for all aspects of the transgender community. And to present this award, we have Robin Mack.
All right, thank you. So this one individual doesn't work alone, but relentlessly just keeps offering more and more opportunity to all of Harris County and really put us on the map for something that is being looked at by a lot of people across the nation, accessibility and voting. Does anybody remember the 24-hour voting? Yes. And one thing you're gonna find out about our award winners is they're not looking for an award, they're just gonna keep going, okay? So not to budget, not to build it up too much, but we wanna really acknowledge Chris and all of his work. So give a round of applause.
Thanks so much, Robin. How y'all doing this evening? Wow. When Alexis called and said I was getting an award, she wouldn't tell me what kind of award it was. And so I didn't prepare remarks. And I can stay here briefly tonight. I'm celebrating my 7th anniversary with my wife tonight. And so I am going to be in and out. But I'm incredibly honored to receive this award this evening. And I figured it would have something to do with voting. Now, you know, when we were all coming up in, you know, whatever middle school civics class, we all remember, you know, that the preamble to our Declaration, our Declaration of Independence, right? We're all created equal. We're all endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights. Among those rights, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. And I think we all kind of stop there in our memories. But the next line from there, it says that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among us, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. And that last piece, the consent of the governed, that's what elections are all about. And so if we are all to be equal, and we are all to have these rights, then we all have to be able to participate in free and fair elections. That's what it's about. And, when we have these free and fair elections, we can determine the direction of our nation, of our state, of our city. And when we vote, we can have a say in our own story, in our own prosperity, in our own future. And so in 2020, when I served as county clerk, that's what we sought to do. Simply to give folks the right to vote, the right that they already had, but that is so difficult in places like Texas to truly attain. We were the first in Texas to provide training on gender identity and presentation. And we didn't do that because the trans community deserved special treatment. We did that because the trans community deserved the same treatment as everybody else, which was to have the right to vote in a simple and straightforward manner, right? When we had elections at Buddy's, at a gay bar, the first gay bar in America to serve as an election center, it was because we needed a voting center in Montrose, and they offered us the space, and it didn't hurt that it might make some folks feel a little bit more comfortable to go and cast their ballot there. It didn't hurt that when I was hiring, a few folks in the leadership at the county clerk's office, that we ensured that many of those folks were from the LGBTQ+ community. And so, that's what we're doing, folks. And that's what we need to continue to do. Organizations like this have played an incredible role, particularly in this city, the most diverse city in America that is so vibrant because of the people who can be themselves in this city and play a real meaningful role. But that can't just continue to exist, in small pockets, right? This city, in the same way that we are all created equal, this has to be a city that is safe for all. This has to be a city of opportunity for all. And this city has to be one that's making investments in itself, in our people, so that day by day and year by year, it continues to be the best city to live in, to work in, and to raise a family. Some of you may know that I'm running to be the next mayor of the city of Houston. If you didn't know, I'm going to tell you right now. Politicians are told to repeat their name, so Chris Hollins. But that election is next November. We have some really important elections this November. Because as much as a mayor can do to drive a city like Houston forward, if we don't have state leadership who is going to be supportive of that, state leadership that's doing things other than attacking the families of LGBTQ children for affirming and loving those kids, if we don't have county leadership, county commissioners who are going to be taking votes to keep this community safe, and again, continue to invest in what we become as a city, we're going to have some real problems. And so, despite all the fun we're going to have next year in the mayor's race, I'm committed as just a member of this community to getting as many folks and as many diverse folks participating in the process this fall. And so, again, I'm so honored to receive this award this evening. I'm grateful for the incredible staff at the county clerk's office that worked with me when I was there. I'm grateful for the 11,000 plus volunteers from this community who served as election workers. I'm grateful for places like Buddy's, but also churches and mosques and synagogues and temples and community centers and businesses that opened themselves up to be voting centers at a time when we needed to have elections the most to get Donald Trump's ass up out of there. And I'm just grateful to each of you all for walking your daily walks, for fighting your daily fights, for continuing to push the ball forward in this conversation for equality in this country, because ultimately that's what it's all about. And so again, thank you. I'm so honored to be one of your honorees this evening. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Chris Hollins. Thank you, everybody.